Hello friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. I'm here to do a little flip through of this little, this is one of the Junky Junk journals that I've been working on. So I'm finishing them off one at a time, and then I'll do a little video and they'll be in my shop when you see the video. But here is the pile that I'm working on. So this one was my first victim here that I finished off. And inside it's a blank journal. I decided to leave it blank inside so somebody can do whatever they want, and then I can keep the price extremely low. So if you want a lower priced, very low priced little journal, check it out. So let me tell you what I did to the cover. So it was painted like, you know, all of these are painted with just my acrylic paints, and the base is 3 book pages glued together. So my goal was to strengthen and pretty up the cover. So this is the front, and this is the back, and this piece here is a piece of calendar that a scrap that I had, and so they're my Junky Junk journals, right? So I try to use as much scraps as possible. So a scrap here, scrap here. I glued it down with a glue stick so it wouldn't get wrinkly or anything, because it's a thin calendar page from the Dollar Tree calendars, and so it worked out very well. It's nice and flat. I did sew around this whole thing here. I have a little extra sewing here where I sewed on the closure, and this is where you can see the paint. There's not much, you can't see much of the paint, maybe a little bit on the edges and here. And I did this little spine fabric for that purpose, so that I wouldn't cover up all of the paint, and because I thought that came out really pretty, that turquoisey color. And this is even this little fabric here on the spine was a scrap from a tassel. It was an extra piece from a tassel that I had, so I put that there. And so it's all sewn around nice and sturdy on the outside. You can put a little, whoever ends up with it can put a little something on here, like a little label or something, if you want to write a date or a title to the journal or a name or something. But anyway, this unties like this with this tie closure. And so you can see it's really long. This was, like, I don't know if I already said it, but this was from my scrap fabrics, this strip here. And you can tie it like I had it on the side, or you can wrap it around and kind of just tuck it in if you wanted to, you know, some way like this, or just, you know, whatever somebody would want to do. Or you can cut it and make it shorter and then use some of the fabric pieces in the journal. So let's get started with a little tour. I have some goodies I'm going to show you too. Since it's a blank journal, I wanted to throw in some goodies for you to get started with, and I'm sure you have lots of your own. But here on the inside, to sturdy up the cover also, I added a piece of file folder. This file folder was in my scrap box, my scrap papers. And here is what it came from. Here's what's left of it. And so I thought about putting this in here, but I kind of really like this beautiful kind of robin's egg blue there. And look how, you can see how pretty it is. And there's another piece of that fabric too, this pink scrap fabric. And here's what the back looks like. And this also covered up my stitching from stitching here and here. This also covered up my stitching, which I didn't have to cover up, but I kind of like it covered up. And then somebody can add pockets or a picture here. It's wide open for your interpretation of whatever you want to do. So in the last couple of weeks, I showed you where in these journals where I had all my Junky Junk pages in here, but I added a couple of these pages, these pretty pages in each one, because I got a free book from my used bookstore that they were getting rid of. And I just thought they're like a decorating, like a home decorating, is a home decorating book type of book, but the pages are just so pretty. And that's why I brought it home, because I was like, I just love these pages. They're so colorful and pretty. So I put one here to start off. And look at that. See what I mean? Aren't they? Isn't that gorgeous? Little vignette there with the little lamp and the curtains. And it looks like a dressing table. There's some little perfume bottles, like vintage perfume bottles, and picture frames, and a little vase of flowers. Just so pretty. So that's why I why I wanted to put some in here. It was free, so it was technically somebody threw it out like trash. And so I figured it was okay to put them in my Junky Junk journals. So anyway, we'll flip. And I'll remind you a little quickly about what the pages were. This was the paper that was wrapped around a ream of paper at work. This was a junk envelope. That's the security side. This is junk mail. This is an envelope, like a tie-back envelope with a flip out. This is another page from that book. This is a picture of a quilt. Isn't it pretty? And then here's some more colors and pictures here of, this is, I think, bedding also. This is another piece of paper that was wrapped around a ream of paper at work. And on this side I have a pocket, and one of my it's a real picture that I made these pictures in, if you didn't see those videos, into journaling cards. This is a beach or lake scene. It's some kind of water scene there with dark clouds, and that's the land there. If you get it and you don't know what it is, I wanted to tell you that is water, a water scene there. This is paper from the packaging that they stuff into boxes when you get something from somewhere in the mail, and they fill it up with extra brown paper. That's what this is from. This is from that book again, right here. Oops. Yeah, that's from the book too. And on the back, it must have been like the title page or something. And then this is calendar, a little calendar from the Dollar Tree with a butterfly that I put in the middle. So then, that's the middle of the signature. You can see my pink embroidery floss there. And then the back, oops, a little bit of glue going on. I just glued the pockets together before I sew these pages in, so I just finished it. But anyway, the back half of all the papers you just saw. Here's another journaling card. I went ahead. There was only one pocket in here, so I put little journaling cards in each one, and I picked this one out because of the flowers, and you know, there's flowers on the front and everything, so it's kind of a flowery theme. Oh, this is a fold out here. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I love those when I was younger. I love the 4-poster bed. I kind of always, I don't want one now, but when I was younger, I did kind of want one of these. I never got one, but I always thought that was so pretty when you have that lace hanging over like a 4-poster bed. Anyway, very, very pretty. And then this side has, let's see what this side has on it. Pillows and things on it, so yeah. But the thing about these pages is you can just put whatever you want on them and cover them up. If you don't, like, say if you don't understand Junky Junk journals, the idea is just to cover these pages with whatever you like. Here's a pocket here, by the way. I didn't realize there was another pocket in here. So there must be a pocket on the other side too. Let's see, this is the junk mail. Okay, so there's a pocket here too. I didn't see it. But there we go. We got plenty of goodies here, though. So I don't feel like I need to stick anything in there. There's the others. There's that picture I was showing you before, and there's just some pretty colors on this side. Very pretty. Okay, so that's the little journal. It's probably got about 40. Let's see. 1, 2. We would count them real quick. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was my goal. I put 10 papers, which is 20 pages, or 40 surfaces. So by the time you add a layer or add whatever to this journal, this little thing is going to be quite elephant or gator mouth. So let me tie it up for you. And then I'll show you the goodies. And so yeah, like I said, I'm going to make the price extremely low on these. I like to give you all a good deal anyway. You know, if you've bought one of my journals, you know I like to give you a good deal. So isn't that cute, though? I mean, it's just amazing because it's just started out as book pages. So, and Junky Junk. And so, and when we made the cover pretty, and you can make the pages pretty as you want. So here's the goodies. This is, I showed you I'm recycling my cellophane bag, so this is one of those. So, and it opens right here. I'm going to put all these things in here. I picked out a pretty floral napkin. So you can cut this up and add it to pages. There's a bird on here. Pretty blue bird. Let me open this up. Pretty blue bird right there. There's one here. Several of them. So, and there's a butterfly right there. So that will be in here. And we'll go by size here. A pretty piece of paper here with lines on it. So that would be great to add to a page. And I'm just showing you how it fits in here. So add that to a page. You have nice writing space there. So that's something to decorate with, something to write on. And then these little pieces can be, like this can be a little writing space too. That's a little faux postcard. Some decorating items. Great to put on the edge of a page or cut in half and use. This too, a little strip. Very vintagey looking. And then since it's little, I pulled out of, a little journal, I pulled out a lot of little bits. This is a little fox. I don't know what I did here. I think I must have glued this fox onto this cardstock. But isn't that pretty? It looks like it has a 4 cents there, like a postage stamp. And it has the edging like a postage stamp. So very pretty. And then these little pieces are fun to collage with or just decorate with. It's floral, and you can cut around the edges and make them look like postage stamps. That's a pretty one there. I don't know which way is up. And then here's a bird piece. This is from my bird ephemera book. Here's a little label, and something like this could go on the front if you wanted to add a little something. And then I have, let's see, these were, I showed you in my Junky Junk basket. I cut up the McDonald's boxes that I had saved, Happy Meal boxes. Anyway, these are little pieces. This one has a little, I thought since this is kind of floral, this one is a vase of flowers sitting in a window. And this is a little car. So those are from my Happy Meal boxes. And then a couple of pieces of fabric, so you can make some clusters with whatever. And a couple of buttons that can go in the middle. These can go in the middle of a cluster or whatever. You can make tabs with these little clusters or any of these little things and decorate and all kinds of things. And so, like I said, that'll be in here. So I hope you enjoyed the first finished one. And thank you for watching. And I will be back with the next one. Stay tuned, and I'll see you later.